Good morning, guys. How's everybody? Just sitting outside the gym now. I'm about to go in there, but I had to jump on and talk about this thing that's going on with all the stuff surrounding the tragic demise of Caroline Flack. And it's something that's going on every day. It's not like, obviously a lot of it is celebrity culture, but it is something that's going on every day, and it's fucking terrible. Like, there's people like, there's friends of mine that are bloggers and people like that are successful in their own business, you know, and it's hard work. Like, people think, you know, sometimes, like, there is a lot of shams out there that they call themselves a public figure and they've about 200 followers on Instagram, and then an influencer and this bollocks. Friends of mine work fucking hard. They're up at fucking 4 and 5 in the morning plying their trade, and, you know, they do get, obviously, you know, a lot of companies want to work with them because they've a great following and they're great at what they do. But, like, you know, that's a company's prerogative. That's, like, you're not going to fucking turn something down if a company gets onto you and says, you know, well, we want to give you this or give you that, and, you know, will you push it on your channel and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to make here is that these people, say, that aren't celebrities per se, like, they get this trolling shit and people on their case all the time and people slagging them off. And it's hurtful when someone starts, like, if you put up a story, you might have your kids in it or something like that, and someone puts up a hurtful comment. These little troll bastards and scumbags, they just don't think before what they're doing, because, like, it's all hurtful. Like, yes, someone might have thick skin and be able to kind of defend themselves, and, do you know what I mean, basically have the what's the word I'm looking for, just the balls to turn around and tell someone to fuck off, mind your own business. But what happens then is, away from social media, those people might go off and might be having a cup of tea in their fucking living room and just burst out crying because someone's after being so hurtful unnecessarily. Well, basically what's happening with celebrity culture, first of all, I have to say about that Love Island absolute fucking tripe. Like, there's 2 contestants dead and now a presenter dead. Like, think about the concept of Love Island. They sent, I don't know how many people's in the fucking thing, but say there's 12. They send 12 brainless fucking twats that want to go in for a bit of fame into some villa or fucking wherever it is, couple them up to have sex on TV. And this is, I don't watch the thing, so this is the way I'm seeing it from an outsider's point of view. And then they basically set up people to get their hearts broken. Is that what it is? I don't fucking know. But what I'm trying to say is, like, 2 contestants have actually committed suicide, and 1 presenter has committed suicide. And I'm not saying that it's all Love Island's fault, but, like, at the end of the day, when you trust yourself into the celebrity culture, it's okay, you're leaving yourself open to a lot of stuff, which is totally understandable. But, like, what is it that people feel? Like, why is it that people feel they can just mess around with people's lives? I just don't understand this fucking thing now, that you can say what you fucking want and have no consequences. Like, there's a fella there, I was reading the comments, a fella from a thing called Fathers for Justice, I think it's in England, and, like, you know, seemingly he was a fucking big catalyst now in a lot of stuff that was spread around about Caroline Flack and stuff like that. Listen, nobody's fucking perfect. We all saw the pictures with the blood on the sheets, but we don't know exactly what happened that night. Plus, the boyfriend wasn't pressing charges. Now, the court case was still going ahead because the police decided to press charges, but he wasn't pressing charges. And I heard as well that the blood in the sheets was from self-harm on her part. So, like, it's very well edited when someone puts bloody sheets in a picture and then turned around and says, well, she battered him. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not for 1 minute saying domestic abuse is okay, because it's horrible. Thankfully, I've never been on the receiving end. I've never been in one of those relationships. I've never experienced that home when we were kids, because I came from a happy home. But I'm not excusing it for 1 minute, but nobody knows exactly. Like, you cannot believe everything you fucking hear in the papers or whatever. That's why, again, when I heard it was self-harm, I took it with a pinch of salt. But at the end of the day, the girl is gone now. She's 40 years of age. And because of this court case, over a fucking dispute that her and her fella had, right? Like, she didn't see any other way out than killing herself. Like, this is fucking crazy. It's just crazy, like, you know what I mean? And as I said, that Love Island shite, like, those two contestants came out of that thing, and again, the rumour mill and the fucking Twitter fucking wankers and trolls got stuck in on Instagram, Facebook, fucking whatever else, and just started slagging off these people. I couldn't even tell you who these people are, but I do remember hearing that, you know, they'd killed themselves. And this is all because of this fucking celebrity culture that people are mad to be a fucking part of. Remember someone asked me one day, you know, would you like to be famous from the singing? I'd love to be famous for my art, or, you know, as in, if someone thought I was a good singer, or if I released a good song. My answer was, I'd love to be a recording artist. But not necessarily that I couldn't get down to the fucking shops and get a fucking pint of milk without being fucking papped or followed or fucking, you know what I mean, spotted and you know, a photo taken or whatever. I wouldn't like that shit. I couldn't give a fucking bollocks. There's people out there mad to be famous, and they put stuff up in their profiles about like what they are like, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm not going to go into now, but I think a lot of people that know who I'm talking about here is that, like, you have a bit part in something and all of a sudden you're an actor. Do you know what I mean? It's bollocks. I couldn't give a fuck about being famous. My rewards and my awards and rewards, awards and accolades, and when I sell out my shows, and you know, if people keep coming to the shows, that's my rewards, and that's all I want. I couldn't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, you know, that's not what I'm in it for. I just love the music, I love the singing. But I've always worked my day job for the last fucking, Jesus, since I was 17 or 18 I got my first job, and that's always the way it's been. But some people out there are mad to be famous. And this is what's killing fucking people now, is that they get thrust into this world, all of a sudden now they're famous, but the highs, the lows are bigger than the fucking highs. So what happens is, yeah, great, yeah, the new sensation, the new this, the biggest thing, you know, blah blah blah. All of a sudden then you're yesterday's fucking news, and you're walking around with not a fucking washer in your pocket, and people not recognising you, this, that and the other. You know, like I saw a fucking thing there a while ago, a video on your man Brian Harvey from E17. Like, at one point he would have been on the pinnacle of fucking stardom, and you know, walking around with fucking girls throwing themselves at him, money coming out his ears, this, that and the other. And this is a fucking video of him down the unemployment office begging for benefits, because his benefits were taken away, with a fucking scraggy beard and a hoodie on him. And do you know what I mean? Just, it was sad to see, do you know what I mean? But that's celebrity culture. It just eats fucking people up. And there's Caroline Flack now, gone. Do you know what I mean? And from what I can gather, she seems to be a really kind of shining light from friends of hers. They were all putting up nice tributes. Now, I do say one thing is that, you know, I'm not saying they didn't, but a lot of celebrities will put something up now for a bit of fucking, a few likes, or you know what I mean, for the sake of, but like, I would like to know exactly how many people did reach out to her when she was going through all this, or did they just fucking kind of wash their hands up and go, oh, I haven't really got time to ring her today, I'll ring her tomorrow, and then they don't ring her at all. Like, if I thought for 1 minute that one of my pals, you know, because I said I've got loads of friends, but I've got, or loads of pals, but I've got the same group of guys that I grew up with. If I thought for 1 minute one of them was suffering with mental health, or if I got any kind of sign, I would be down to that fucking house, because I would never have it on my conscience that I didn't reach out, you know? It's just, the world has gone fucking mad, and I'm telling you now, there's someone going to have to be answerable for this girl's death, because it's fucking, but you know it won't be. What'll happen is, it'll get brushed under the carpet like every other fucking young person's death, and that'll be it. It'll just get brushed under the carpet. And to be quite honest with you, it's a horrible way that the society has gone now, because it's you know, it's I don't know, I just hate seeing this. And so many people, you know, set their fucking clocks to this Love Island bollocks. Like, what kind of fucking mall have you got for brains? Do you know what I mean? They're talking about like this, that and the other, because it's, you know, and people that engage with that shite is just, it saddens me to see, because it's like, it's not entertainment. These people are not talented. Do you know what I mean? Would you not fucking watch something that's a bit educational? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just can't. Obviously, it's a big deal. A lot of people react to it, and it seems to be a successful show. But I don't know, guys. It's just, I wasn't fucking raised that way. I was like, when we were kids, my dad tried to educate us all the time. My mum, like, you know, my dad would be reading books and he'd make sure I'd ask questions and this, that, and the other. I'd hate to fucking think. I was going to tell you one thing. Amelia is already now reading books and educating herself, and you know, we'd always do word searches together and this, that, and the other. I'll be making sure now, I'm not saying controlling, but I'll be making sure that she's on the educated side of fucking life rather than watching that tripe, because it's just fucking a joke. And plus, you know, I know you can't watch our kids, but I'm going to try my fucking best to make sure that, you know, she follows a good path, you know, rather than, I would hate to think of her trolling someone or, you know, fucking slagging off someone, because it's now, as I said, on the what's the word I'm looking for, from the outside, someone could be walking around with as if they've no troubles, but like they could be getting trolled left, right and centre through private messages or this, that and the other. I've got it myself, and to be quite honest with you, I just chose not to engage with these fucking low-life knackers. And every time, like, there was one or two in particular that people know, but they lost every time. Because at the end of the day, the only way they win is if you engage with them. And I once or twice I let myself down by engaging with them. But both, like, every time one of these people did anything to me, they used to be trolling me and fucking slagging me off, doing this, that and the other. But like, who's winning? Do you know what I mean? I'm not being smart here and I'm not being cocky, but like, they never hurt my fucking profile. They never hurt my drive to fucking do better for myself. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I have to laugh at, is because the secret is, now unfortunately you can't with, you know, if it's a celebrity, because you're getting it every hour of every day. Do you know what I mean? But you know, like, I just chose not to engage with these people, because if I did engage and I watched what was going up, I can tell you here and now, I wouldn't have been able to handle it as much as I did. You know what I mean? Because it would have affected my mental health. And mental health is a huge thing nowadays, and I think people need to look after it more than they are, because they're just not, they're not worried about people's, you know, reaction to it and that kind of thing. And I think it's sad to see. And I think people need to start looking at. That's why I don't engage. I took down my profile Facebook page. I don't scroll on anymore. Okay, I put up content and stuff like that, and if I see one negative comment, they get deleted straight away. I don't get into a debate with anybody. It's not because I'm not able for it. I'm fucking well able for it. I'm an educated man. But anybody that wants to fucking debate on a social media site needs to get a life lesson. Do you know what I mean? They need to educate themselves a bit more. But listen, guys, all I can say is words hurt, be kind to each other, and that's in this nature. It's a rare occasion when you see, but just be kind to each other and try our best to be fucking nice to each other. And if anybody wants to, you know, be negative and toxic, get them the fuck out of your life, or just ignore the fuckers. Have a good day.